Marvel's is doomed. At this point, everyone knows that box office projections look really bad, and yeah, this could be Marvel's first bomb. MCU's first bomb. Yeah, Ant-Man 3 was a flop, but it was not a bomb. It made like $400 million, which was not enough to break even, but still, it's a lot. I think it's more than the combined, box office of Flash and Shazam 2. So in my book, that's not a bomb. Bomb is like complete flop, like losing a huge amount of money. And the Marvels, it has a budget of 700 million in, I think, and it will not even make more than $200 million. Like its projections are the worst. I'm really happy for some reason. It is kind of similar to Guardians 3 box office run, except it's just that Guardians 3 had a rough start, but later it gained momentum. So, and yeah, it had a lot of good reviews. So, unless this movie is some sort of masterpiece, there's no hope. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be a masterpiece or something. Like from the trailers, I think it's going to be some comedy, like comedy, something that tries to be funny but ends up being awkward and boring and forced, and kind of feels like it's going to be Marvel's Charlie's Angels. It might not be that bad, but it will be bad. Like it's going to be like all those super movies that feel like the same, like take Shazam 2 or Black Adam. This movie's plot is very predictable and have nothing new to offer, and that explains the box office run. You know, like the marketing has been totally ass, and like there's nothing to be excited for in this movie. It stars a character no one's interested in, you know. But yeah, other than Captain Marvel, I think Captain Marvel was a hit. It made like $1 billion, but you have to remember that it came to when Marvel was sorry, it came when Marvel was at its peak, and yeah, it came before Endgame, right? People were expecting that time Marvel was huge, and people were expecting that this people thought this. Oh my god, people thought that this movie is important for Endgame, so they watched it. They were fooled into thinking that this movie is important for Endgame, and they watched it anyway. And hence, this movie made that much money. And yeah, it was a good time for Marvel actually. So it was a hit. But yeah, no one's interested in Captain Marvel as she's not that much of an interesting character. And other than Captain Marvel, we have this Miss Marvel and this other character whose name I don't know, and I'm not even. So this means that I have to watch Miss Marvel show and Secret Invasion. Like, why? What? This is a huge problem. I don't have that much time, and even if I did, I'm not gonna be wasting my time by watching those shows. So this has become like a new problem for MCU. These days, like imagine in future movie that stars a character you like comes, say Spider-Man or Wolverine, and yeah, in order to understand what's going on, you have to watch multiple movies and multiple shows that are mediocre at best. No way. I don't want that. Like, not everything needs to be in a shared universe. Like, some stories are told better told solo. So it helps, because its approach is not really good. To a point, like I think Endgame was a good conclusion. You could have some occasionally good movies like Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Guardians 3, but in my opinion, that was it. Because back then Phase 3 had a lot of good things. Take for example, in 2015 we had Ant-Man movie, and yeah, next year we had Civil War, and Civil War had Ant-Man's, as a side character. Now the thing about it is that if you had to watch Civil War, it was not necessary for you to watch Ant-Man. Like all you needed to know was that he could grow big and small, and that was it. It was not like some thing that it was really necessary to watch him. No, it was not. So it was pretty much up to us. And like if you're watching Infinity War, and like if you don't have to watch all movies, and if you did, the movies are not so bad. Like if you want to watch Infinity War, you need to watch Black Panther, which it's kind of good movie. And the thing about let's go back to Civil War. The thing about Civil War that makes it great other than that is it introduced us to MCU's version of Spider-Man and Black Panther. Now, why didn't it have this approach for Miss Marvel? Introduce her to this movie and have a movie later on. Because in in my book, a show is not something that takes only 6 episodes. No, and yeah, I think it should be a movie and a side character whoever she is. So I mean, I think the movie would have flopped easily because I don't think so. Miss Marvel is that much of a popular character. But if you're able to make some low budget movie, then with some good marketing, we could have done a great job. Yeah, this movie is gonna flop, and I'm kind of happy, Like back then, I was a fan of Marvel, but even I'm tired of these lifeless, you know, made for money movies. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.